right? Except Fabia is taking Diego's legacy for a walk and kind of dumping it in the river. It's horrible to see because he always makes all these altercations about himself. He's always making things about himself, and he's put a few allegations out there. So there was ones that he'd been saying that Dana White has been sleeping with UFC fighters and things like that. So there's actually a screenshot that he's put up here, and this came up on, I believe it was yesterday.
For the record, I have not seen these screenshots.
Okay, so I'll read it out to you then. So it's a screenshot, and it's Dana White's thing. It's an Instagram DM, and it's been certified, so it's got the blue tick. So they've been verified on Instagram, and it's the same. It seems to be legit.
Okay.
Right? Eat a fat dick, you fuck face, saying I fuck. Hey, laugh to the end. Laugh to the eat a fat dick, you fuck face, saying I fight fighters, fucking goofball. Fabio responds with, "You won't silence me, you bold fuck. I will expose you." Dana retorts with, "Expose what, goofball? How you ruined Diego's career, or that you're blowing him?" Fabia then says, I know you sent assassins after me and Diego."
Assassins?
Dana said, "Yes, I sent D."
I said D.
And Fabio says, "D who?" Dana he walked straight into that one. Fucking idiot. He's not self-aware at all. Dana said, "D's nuts, you you goofball." So I don't know if this is...
I said D. D's nuts.
See, I don't know if it's true, but we know that this Twitter is legit because it's followed by a lot of UFC fighters, actually.
Who posted these DMs?
Joshua Fabia, he released them.
Okay. If we were journalists, I would take a screenshot of those DMs, go to the next press conference, which will be this weekend, just to get a confirmation. If we see, I'm gonna watch that press conference, and then when we film our next episode, if that's true, because that's like some schoolyard bullshit. That's like a high school style. A high school comment section on a photo of idiots just arguing, or a YouTube comment section, idiots just arguing, and then they just took that, and it's between like the president of one of the biggest companies right now and fight companies in the world against a guy who's supposed to be the master of self-awareness, meaning he's supposed to be like...
So Josh has a tiny little bit of truth to it. It has a tiny bit of truth to it. Because Dana was with Ronda. So on previous podcasts, Brendan Schaub's talked about it because Brendan Schaub's been like, what has he said? He's had a bit of an argument with Dana that's well known. They don't get along well, but Brendan said, "Hey, we shouldn't be treating each other like this, man. This isn't how Eskimo brothers should be talking to each other." Because Brendan has been with Ronda and Dana has been with Ronda. Does that give any validity on what Fabia has been saying about, he fucks fighters? No. And that's a really big fucking claim. There was already an issue before in how they might have been trying to produce a lawsuit prior to this, similar to Mike Hunt, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, not Mike. Mark Hunt. So with this stuff with Dana, I would stop there, Josh. Don't make any more allegations. If you do,
you can seriously get done for this.
You'll seriously get done for this. This is proper slanderous allegations, and they'll definitely throw a defamation lawsuit against you. Yeah. And with the amount of money that Dana has, he could cripple you, and he could make sure that you are not self-aware for a long time. Okay.
Yeah.
He definitely did not send you assassins. That's fucked.
Yeah, that's fucked.
But I think both of them have just been either hit too many times in the head or too much DMT. I don't know. Maybe both. But it's all very strange.
I just want someone to ask at the press conference, is this true? Are these DMs true?
I hope they're true.
Because if they're true, that makes it even funnier.
I hope it's true.
Yeah.
I just don't know if it is. The only issue I see with this is that it looks slightly photoshopped when it comes to the top of the head of
Okay.
the thing.
Let me see the DMs.
If this Fabia account is correct, then perhaps he's maybe made the Photoshop.
Okay. For the record, the one thing that just stands out to me is the font. If you look at the font for Dana White, you notice how it's a little bit compressed?
I don't think it. Yeah, that's what I mean. It hasn't been.
Yeah.
It's been altered in terms of that. In terms of Photoshop,
The blue
I
tick
don't know.
questionably looks like it could have been photoshopped as well.
That's true
Because you
as
meet
well.
those kind of people on Instagram who can actually Photoshop the blue tick.
Exactly. So
Whoever it is,
the only issue with that is if Fabia's actually.
I think.
I mean, if this Fabia account is actually correct, and I believe it is because it's got, it's followed by certain UFC fighters. It's got the website for the School of Self-Awareness, and it's also going back even before all this bullshit. He was essentially just retweeting all of Diego's messages, right? So it seems to check out. The only issue I also see is that he also said, "I know it is you, Dana White, who called police that I kidnapped and abused Diego Sanchez. You can't silence me, motherfucker."
Okay.
Look, it's very strange. It's very weird. I'm very confused.
But I reckon time will tell. I reckon this Sunday we'll probably get answers.
It's most likely a fake account. Let's be real.
Yeah.
It would be hilarious if it's real. It's most likely a fake account, but it is so funny.
Yeah.
Okay. It's so fucking funny.
All right. Let's leave it there. Let's leave it on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,